What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? And we are on the first day on Earth without Ozzy Osbourne. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Oh, man. What's going on? Well, apparently eBay is decided to check out today by their checkout not working properly. That is the rumor going around that people cannot check out. I have not been directly contacted yet by a customer, but the fact that my halfway through my day, we're a little past 2 o'clock, so we're halfway through my day, and I've been stuck at $102 for the last like 4 hours. So something major is going on. Yeah, yesterday I did $518. So today, if nothing changes, it looks like it's a $200 day. Hopefully it's just a back queue, but from the rumblings that's starting, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a checkout issue. Telling customers, do not ship to your location. That seems to be the theme right now. So, which sucks, because gonna really screw up the average. My clothing store is at $108, but it's been getting little sales here and there. One sale here, one sale there, but there's still a big gap going on. So halfway through my day, we're only at $210, which dictates a $450 day, when my average was close to 8, and then last week was close to 8, the week before over 8. So not looking pretty today on the eBay. Screw you, eBay. I'm going home. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. So pretty bummer day there, but I've just been pulling items into List Easier today so I can start trying to do some power listing. I got just over 1,000 items pulled in right now. So now I just got to go through and comp and make sure they're not in my store and then upload. So that's all I got to do. But yeah, a lot of posts and a lot of videos. It's crazy. Going back to Ozzy, it's like in 2013 I found a post. I asked, and I think it's 2013, and I put a little post out as kind of a poll, stating who would have the most impact on society as a whole worldwide when they die, Stan Lee or Ozzy Osbourne. And this was before Stan Lee passed away. And I'm not a big comic book person, but he's kind of transcended a little bit from comic book world, where he's been in some movies and what have you. But not as much as Ozzy. And I kind of knew the answer, and I think we've got the answer to that. But yeah, this is a guy who freaking transcended everything, not just music. Was it the first reality show? Kind of, the Osbournes kind of started all those kind of reality shows and such. So yeah, and he's done so much stuff that I don't even know what all he's done. Just, whether it's a song with Post Malone, like he's always kept up. He's always been in the current face. Like, he didn't fade away. He didn't, so many artists kind of just will have a lull or fade away and kind of disappear, but he's always found a way to stay with what is now. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Who would ever thought that? I know I would never have thought that being introduced to Ozzy at a young age. I don't remember exactly the first time I heard, probably on the radio, probably Crazy Train. But I remember in 5th grade, this girl I had a crush on, Stacy, came in and she goes, "Did you hear Randy Rhoads passed away?" And she had an Ozzy cassette or whatever. And so that was when I heard Randy Rhoads had passed away. So that's kind of just like, I remember, like, he's done so much for so many people. I mean, just look at the last thing they did. How much did they just raise for Parkinson's disease? You know, was it 192 million maybe, or something like that? 1.9 or 192, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, just the stuff that he's done and kept in the current, and just, it's crazy that one person. Who else has done that, right? Prince never did that. Michael Jackson, yeah, not really. Michael Jackson never played a part in that. So I think he's the only person who's really had such, I mean, from 1970s Black Sabbath to, you know, doing stuff with Lita Ford in the 80s, and then the Osbournes, and then Post Malone, and then Youngblood pulling off that epic Changes cover at the last concert. Just always found a way to stay current. So it's crazy. But yeah, so it's affecting a lot of generations, a lot of people in a lot of different industries. I mean, the outpouring is just beyond what I expected. But you know, that's who he was, I guess. You know, just that he was a genuine person, and everybody. I remember back in like the 80s or whatever, it was though, oh, he's a devil worshiper and all this and that, with people who didn't understand him. But then after, like, the Osbournes, those people who were saying that are fans of him, you know. So it's his ability, and a lot of that has to do with Sharon too. I mean, Sharon made Ozzy, Ozzy made Sharon, right? They couldn't have done, I don't think neither one of them would be who they are without each other. Sharon would not be who she is without Ozzy, and the way she cared for Ozzy would probably have been dead a long time ago, type of thing, right? So all right, well, let's do some shipping here. We'll see some stuff that I've just pulled, and yeah, we'll just do that, and then get into, I'll just talk about whatever's on my head, because I'm going to try to avoid eBay and their issues, and I'd rather talk about List Easier and the positives than talk about eBay and the negatives, right? So Josh did say he's hoping to get it out by the weekend. But I don't know. So don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. He said I will be announcing it, so when it does happen. So make sure you keep an eye on my channels. I'll be the first to know, and then I'll let you guys know. It seems. At least what he said anyway. So we'll see how that goes. Anything can happen. No catastrophes happen. No catastrophes. Got more of these little swivel wheels that sold. I sold 8 so far. I thought I sold more. Maybe I had it in to sell similar, because I think I started with over 115 or something. So I've probably sold about 30 of these so far. Got 85 left. And those are the wheels that come in those plastic drawer totes that because I don't use the wheels, so making some of that money back. It's crazy. I had them up years ago, and none of them ever sold, so they just ended or was taken down and just sat in storage. And put them up I don't know when I put them up, 6 months ago or so plus, and they've been just consistently selling. So we're going to start there. I just sold 2 of these, $4 a piece, so $8 for 2. Headed to Louisville, Kentucky. Whoops. I didn't look before I turned on the video. I need to find some. Oh, I think they're right inside here. Oink. Scott Bearded Picker did some electronics, Blu-ray players and things like that, and used List Easier, and they came out flawless, so that was good to see, because I got tons of electronics I need to get to. They're just stacked away in storage right now. Alrighty. Oh, I did start a new channel, but I'm not going to promote it with you guys or anybody I know. I want to see if I can grow it from 0 to something. And then if I'm able to do that, once it starts rolling, and if it does start growing, then I'll let you guys know, and then you guys can go check it out if you want. But yeah, just a little kind of something creative to do and start from scratch, but not, you know, say, hey guys, go help support this. No, I want to see if I can fully start over with something. Trust me, I'm a unicorn hat. So for $5, headed to Warren, Ohio. And it has nothing to do with reselling. It actually has nothing to do with anything I talk about, like I like. It's not music, not reselling, nothing that I enjoy per se, except trying to be funny. So it kind of fits that mold. Right now I think so I started at 0. I got 7 views and 3 subscribers. And it's been, I guess, 24 hours since my first video. Karen. So I got to think of today's creation. And what I'm doing is trying to do something that is, again, not a lot of effort put into it. And I'm using ChatGPT to help me create it. So just trying to do something new with innovation, but yet something old with YouTube videos, and just enjoying the experiment. Abercrombie hat. So for 11:20, headed to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I'm giving hints along the way, so if you want to try to find it, you can try. I'll give 2 hints right now. The backdrop of the picture that's on the page of YouTube, the home page,
Back in 9.
is a... Nope, I can't use that. I thought I was going to say it's a backdrop of a video I just recently put out, but I remember I didn't use it. Okay, so I can't use that. That's not a clue. Another very vague clue would be it's all fun and games. That was yesterday's clue. What kind of clue can I give today? It's all fun and games. It's a 3-word title, my channel. 3-word title name. I know, nothing to help you yet, but that's the point. Trying to grow it on my own. What I did yesterday is instead of trying to think of a creation, I just put something into ChatGPT and it just gave me a list of stuff. And I just pulled one idea, put that in, went with that one, had it write a script and everything for it. So it's pretty cool. A USO hat sold for $9.50, headed to Lillian, Alabama. And then I went to, I think it's Adobe I use, put in, make me a thumbnail, put in what I wanted, and it threw up a thumbnail. I'm like, that's where we're going. So everything just real easily done. So I want to see if I can create something super easy with the tools that are out there and see if it could generate money by only putting in an hour a day into it, if that, because I probably won't do it 7 days a week, but Cynthia. I probably should to start out with, just to get some stuff on there, but we got Garfield hat, sold for $12, headed to Toledo, Oregon. And I'm trying to use like current topics, because when I put into ChatGPT, you know, ideas and things like that, one of the things it said is current topics obviously get more clicks and more views and stuff. So definitely trying to use current topic stuff. I won't be using like Ozzy's death because this is more of a fun thing. Spiral. Spiral. Alrighty. Next up, we've got the South Carolina hat, sold for $9, headed to Idaho. What'd you call me? Nothing, I said Idaho, not Idaho. Jakey Lee. We've got Disney. Yeah, I've got lots of these Disney Frozen hats in my store, but this one I just recently put up with the List Easier. It's the only one I put up with List Easier, and it's the first one to sell out of all of them. It's kind of what? But it did put a lot of details. Elsa, Anna, glitter, brim, bow, adjustable cap. So $8, headed to Savannah, Georgia. And then obviously it would have put the AI description in the description box too. So did it help itself faster than all the others that's just been sitting in my store? Maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Kindle. Next up, we got Titleist hat. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Albany, Kentucky. So with List Easier, I'll just give you a rundown of what I've put up. I've listed with it obviously CDs, video games, cassettes, DVDs, Blu-rays, photos, old photographs, VHS, jackets, t-shirts, sweatshirts, shoes, hats, is there any more there? That may have been it so far. Pants, jeans, women's pants, women's jeans. Oops, I forgot to pull that one. It's probably going to be a 7, so let me just set that there and we'll just print it out with it. So that's what the standard is. Damn, I'll remember that. How did I forget one? Damn it, I hate when I do that. Dag nabbit! How dareth thee, forgetteth thee. He flipped over on his back in there and hit the records, and the records kind of moved. That's what scared me. I like, what was that noise? He's never flipped like that down here that I've seen, so that's kind of funny. He's laying on his back up against the record thing. Like the many pictures I've shown you guys, shared with you. The typical Pee-wee lay. We're gonna get you in a bit. So no international on this store. I think I got one item that sold on the Canadian eBay site in the media store. I just thought of a funny video for today's on the new channel. An idea. So I'll see if ChatGPT can write me some good jokes for my idea and build off of that. Whoops. Okay. Whoops. And then we've got 18 orders over here. Ooh, Lativa? Where's that at? I don't know if I've ever sent there. A country in the Baltic region of Northern Europe. Okay. Latvia. Alrighty. Next to Lithuania. Alright, so we got there. We've got Canada. We've got another Canada. And we've got another Canada. Canada's strong today. Alright. First up, Magic Sam, Give Me Time cassette. So for $8, headed to San Jose, California. That's a 3. And Nathan. Nighton. We've got ER, the complete 5th season. So for $5.60, headed to Grand Island, Nebraska. Judy. Enigma CD. So for $4, headed to Decatur, Illinois. So after I'm done here, I'm going to see how many of those 1,000 items I can get listed today. All right, James. Well, now I know for sure if it's 5 ounces, might as well not even check for ground. Media is going to be cheaper, even if it's right next door. It seems like Richard. I gotta check something in Missouri to make sure that's a final check, though. Phil Spector, gift for you. He's still in jail, ain't he? Is he still even alive? I don't know. I don't know. That's what it was. In 5th grade, when she came in, when Randy Rhoads died, and told me Randy Rhoads died, she had a cassette tape of what was going to eventually be his live album with Randy Rhoads. She had a bootleg version of it. I guess they played it on the radio in like 82 or whatever. And the album was released in 87. I think that's what it was, if I remember correctly. I was trying to remember what cassette she had of Ozzy that day. Okay, Lawrence. All right. James Ingram CD. So for $10.50, headed to Brooklyn, New York. That's what it was. Because that's what I thought it was. And I'm like, wait, that didn't come out till 87. So how did she? So that must not have been it. But now I remember. I think they played it on the radio or something in 82 as kind of a tribute. And then they eventually released it as 5 years later. That sounds right. 3. I've never seen Jonathan spelled with the John. At least that I can remember. All right, next up we got white mice. Sold for $8, headed to Joppa, Maryland. Carol. Like in Christmas. Next up, a nitty gritty dirt band live CD. Sold for $4.50, headed to Rawlins, Virginia. Rawlins, Virginia. Do, 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 do. 6-9. J Dell. Next up, we've got SpongeBob DVD. Sold for $10.50, headed to Surprise, Arizona. I think I've been to Surprise. I know it's Sunrise. They're near each other, I think, right? Surprise and Sunrise, right outside of Phoenix. Part of Phoenix, suburb of Phoenix, whatever. I remember when I was in Arizona, Phoenix, I got the eggplant foamposites when they released a long time ago. Stain, and some shoes, Nike shoes. Stain CD. Sold for $5, headed to Rio Rancho, New Mexico. I need to write this idea down before I forget. My idea for today's video, so you can't see it. It's gonna be this one could make a lot of people pissed. But it's all in fun and a joke. But you know how some people are these days, where they just can't take jokes. I like that idea. Not really kind of a current topic, I guess. Next up, are you ready? Hey, for a vinyl lot? Yeah. Got Yin Yang Twins, Lil Boozy, Young Buck, and Nappy Roots. 5.55 and 10.50. Probably use the buy to get to. Headed to Bedford, South Carolina. Do 112. Oh, I can give you another clue. The title of the channel in a roundabout way has something to do with Duran Duran. Inspired by, in a roundabout way, Duran Duran. A turtle's tail. Uh-oh, this is the wrong one. Apparently I got part 2 also. Let me go pull the right one. I need my light in there. Obviously I didn't use it the first time, did I? Oh, I got a couple of offers here. I need to take all I can today. This crappy ass killing my media store. Too far away from my Wi-Fi is in my office for the business. Don't make me switch to the one right above me, because then I'll forget to switch back. Come on. There you are. And $10 cheaper, but hey, I gotta take what I can today because eBay's screwing me. I wonder if they realize they make less money when they do this. Not just by losing sales, but I take things for less than I should take them for just because I have to. So they're like double losing. All right. So we got part 2 of the Turtle Tail DVD. Sold for $5. Headed to Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Like the cute little sea creatures. They're so cute with their big ass heads. They probably got morphed because of all the plastics in the ocean. That's probably what happened. We wouldn't have those big ass heads if we weren't such litter bugs in this country, right? Or this world, I should say. Can't just blame it on America. Jennifer. There's some places that are a hell of a lot sloppier than we are. Next up in Trance CD. Sold for $4.50. Headed to Ogdensburg, New York. But as Ozzy would say, I'm a dreamer. I dream my life away. It's only just the two of us, and yet we still fight to survive. History repeats itself. Ozzy Dreamer, it's about how we treat Mother Earth like crap. Next up, are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah, you are. We got Heart. We got down to Patty Griffin. We got Carly Simon and Patty Griffin again. 5555. Buy 2, get 2, I'm sure. Headed to Limerick, Pennsylvania. Or is it just called Lime Rock? It's either just Lime Rock or it's Limerick. Depends if you're sophisticated or not. Yeah, I live in Limerick. No, you don't. You live in Lime Rock. Shut up, boy. But I'm fancy. No, you're not. You live in Pennsylvania. There's nothing about that that makes you fancy. I just made that up. I know nothing about Pennsylvania. 13, 0, 12, and 2. David. I'm hoping that this new channel, when I come up with these little ideas, hopefully I think for now it's falling into like not necessarily a theme, if you will, a way of doing it, but hopefully I'll be able to like really harness it and come up with something really cool with the idea and really turn it into something that will get viral videos and do better than this channel and what have you. So we got Mickey USA banner. Sold for $10, headed to La Habra, California. Another clue, my face is not on the video. There's another clue. Has nothing to do with my face. Nothing to do with my face. Not to say that it'll stay that way, because I kind of want to eventually morph it into something that's more personal, yet still on the same track. Bobby. But for now, it's just about honing the idea and see if I can create something with the actual idea. So I'm not expecting it to take off anytime soon, because the first one was, I'd probably click off of it, right? So it's just about starting it and see if I can build something that's kind of cool. That's where I'm at. Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying the things that are going through my head for the title of this idea that I had today, and how it could make people go, what? And click on it. If anybody ever gets to see it, because I'm sure it doesn't get pushed out too greatly. And since I'm not sharing it, I have nobody to help it get started, get it pushed into the algorithm. But hopefully it'll be one of those channels where once one video does click, that people will be going back and watching the rest just for the entertainment value. So that's how I'm getting my creative juices flowing. So I'm going to work on that idea next after this, and then spend the rest of the day listing. With lists easier. Life-changing, I say. I say it's life-changing. It's so easy now to list $3,000 worth of stuff with low-dollar stuff per day. In hopes to get up to that $1,000 a day mark again. If eBay will allow it. Days like today. It doesn't look that positive. Looks like I've sold a couple items. There, so we're at 140 now finally. So after being stuck at $102 for freaking 4 hours, 140 there. I sold another one of those wheels. No, 4. They bought 4 more. So I just sold 4 more of them. So I'm down to 81 now instead of 85. For a total of $25. Things are crazy. And I'm over 178 over here now. So just over $300 now. So boom. Nice little spike got me a push. So that's nice. You ready, girl? You ready? The baby girl ready? All right. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.